You don't want your significant other looking around at the guests of your Auntie Jean's 56th birthday party, before saying, "Really? You thought this was a good time to propose?" On the other hand, while a movie or TV type proposal requires fireworks, horses, and elaborate hijinks, but you don't want to think back on your proposal as a gimmick. Which is why we've compiled the most romantic places in the world to propose. The 12 destinations we've picked aren't the typical cliches but are places where you can make an everlasting memory and somewhere you could even come back to visit on the anniversary. Forgo the typical marriage spot of the Empire State Building that's bustling with snap-happy tourists and instead head to Bow Bridge in the middle of Central Park overlooking the lake, which is usually home to myriad wildlife and people boating whatever the weather. It's the perfect picturesque place to take the knee and pop the big question. A Paris proposal has been done so many times that romantically inclined partners could be forgiven for becoming weepy at the mere suggestion of a trip there. Just don't do it at the Eiffel Tower. A beautiful architectural feat of mankind, yes. A place where you'll achieve a memorable romantic atmosphere, absolutely not. The rooftop of Terrace Hotel in Montmartre holds such a spectacular view on its 7th floor that you'll marvel that this excellently rated restaurant has a menu that doesn't break the bank and it's still somewhat of a hidden gem. London is huge. The boundary is nearly 10 times the size of Paris at 1,572 square kilometers and edges New York City by around 300 square kilometers. So picking a place to propose can be daunting, with the ornate buildings, spectacular parks, and romantic history that is present on every corner of the city. So why not see all of London in its full glory? Atop the Shard, the tallest building in the UK. There are 6 fine dining restaurants situated between the 31st to 52nd floor which serves excellent cuisine and drinks to woo your prospective fiancé. On the southeastern part of Ireland in County Clare is the Cliffs of Mare. 8 kilometers of coastline cliffs rise out of the sea to reach towering heights of 214 m. An incredibly popular attraction in Ireland, the view is something you'd find hard to achieve anywhere else in the world as you look across the great expanse of ocean. If you want to have some peace while you pop the question, then very early in the morning is your best bet. Check the Google Places live function to see when the area gets busy. Nothing says I love you more than forcing a partner to climb up a mountain. Well, the Pap of Glencoe is worth the effort. Glencoe itself is one of Scotland's most historic and, arguably, its most beautiful glens. Which is why it's worth the around 5-hour trek to the top of the most accessible mountain in the region, to propose with the stunning view of Glencoe village behind you and Lochleven in the distance. Trying to propose in Rome is just asking for trouble, whether it's by the Trevi Fountain a la Roman holiday or on the Spanish Steps. It's more likely you'll hear a "mate, can you get out of the way, I'm trying to take a selfie," than a joyful yes. So to escape the majority of the crowds, head to the Giardino, or in English, the Orange Garden on Aventine Hill. The perfect place for a bottle of Italian wine, a picnic supper and a ring. Remember to check Google Places live to see how busy it is. Possibly one of the best examples of Bavaria looking like it's been plucked from the pages of a fairy tale is Neuschwanstein Castle. Located in the small village of Hohenschwangau near Füssen, this castle is surrounded by dense forest, hiking trails, and is one of the most popular destinations along Germany's romantic road. If you want the full effect, take your partner to the Mare Bridge, just a 15-minute walk away. The 1,845 bridge is built right between 2 sheer cliffs, and it's where you'll find the most spectacular view of the castle. Santorini is well known for being the place with the most beautiful sunsets and the most envy-inducing Instagram shots. With only 470 permanent residents, Imoravigli is known for its peaceful tranquility and its quintessential Greek white and blue domed buildings, you're almost spoiled for choice on places to propose. We'd recommend Scarrows Rock. After a mildly challenging walk to a peak, you'll be rewarded with the perfect sunset/rise depending on when you go. Bruges is like a fairy tale, and the Lake of Love or Minwater is an enchanting spot surrounded by greenery and turreted houses, perfect for an idyllic waterside picnic. Legend tells that the lake is named after a young girl called Minna who was in love with a boy from a rival tribe. They were unable to be together, and the girl died from heartbreak. It's said that if you cross the bridge over the lake and kiss your loved one there, your love will last forever. A perfect intro before popping the question. Nestled on the Valle d'Itria is Polignano a Mare, a tiny town surrounded by rocky cliff coastlines that are entwined with winding, cobbled streets stuffed with restaurants, bars, and other delights. The shining star is without a doubt the world-famous Grotta Palazzes, carved out of limestone rocks with a view of the Adriatic. This restaurant offers an unparalleled dining experience. Dimly lit tables add to the ambience, a storybook way to ask for someone's hand in marriage, and come on, who could say no when you pop the question here? You'll be hard-pressed to find anything more memorable than proposing under the northern lights in Iceland, but in order to do so, some planning is required. The best time to see the northern lights is from September to April, when there are clear skies, which means the longer you stay in Iceland, the more chance you'll have of finding them. Iceland's tourist board has an excellent guide, but we'd recommend going out to Landmannalaugar, a beautiful nature area which holds geothermal baths as well as prime northern light spotting areas. The Dalmatian coast, where travelers go to soak up the sun, eat great food and drink cheap beverages before exploring the varied islands located off the coast. Meljet Island could arguably one of the least known Croatian islands. Much of the island is covered in forests and fields, occasionally dotted with the odd fishing village here and there. Just down from Korča village is Saplunara, where the beaches of Velika, Mala Saplunara, and Blaise are surrounded by dense, lush forest. This secluded patch of paradise is easy to enjoy all by yourself, even in the most tourist-heavy months, so wait for the perfect moment and ask the all-important question: beer.
Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when we post new videos.